Okay, Jim. You okay this morning?
Lovely, yeah. We had a lovely night last night again. Didn't we?
Yeah.
Really nice meal. We went to the pub for a couple. It was lively in the pub, wasn't it?
Yeah, busy, really busy.
Fabulous, really enjoyed it. That sort of Saturday afternoon, bit of sport on the telly, loads of blokes, and they've been shooting pheasants.
Pheasants.
They're all dressed up in like the traditional costume and stuff, weren't they?
Yeah.
And it was really lively. It was brilliant, really.
Yeah.
And then we had sat and watched the films and stuff and had a good laugh last night.
Yeah. Nice bit of food when we got back. And
yeah, fabulous. It's going to be sad when all this is over, isn't it?
Yes, it is actually, yeah.
We're not far off now. I mean, we're just two walks now, and that's the end of the Cornwall section.
For you,
330 miles, you know.
Milestone tomorrow.
Yeah, lovely. Crossing that river, it'd be lovely.
Yeah.
So,
here we go.
good morning. It's 9:20 on Sunday the 13th of January, and Ralph and I have been walking for an hour now. You saw our journey up from Plymouth, where we set off at 6 o'clock this morning. We want to get this job done today, and we're heading for, what's the name of the place again? Wiggle, isn't it, Ralph?
Yeah, Wiggle.
It's just a very small place with there's virtually nothing there actually, but there's a car park, and it's a very convenient place to park, and it's free. So we've left Ralph's car there, the same routine really, and driven in the van over to Seaton, and now we're walking back to Wiggle, and we know that it's going to be as near as, damn it, 9 miles, which there's not a great deal of feature in this walk. There's one or two ups and downs. It was quite a steep climb out of Seaton, but it looks as if it's going to be more or less at the same level. And then that just leaves tomorrow, where we'll be walking from Wiggle and then going and crossing the river Tor, is it? Tor Point, somewhere around there? Tamar, I beg your pardon, yes, the Tamar.
At Tor Point.
At Tor Point. And from there we'll be walking through Plymouth and heading our way to where I'm staying, and it's going to be a good walk. I spent a little bit of time yesterday editing and putting on that the day before film on. Mel and Ralph and I went for a coffee yesterday afternoon in Plymouth and a look around, and I did a bit of shopping of one or two necessary things to enable me to tidy the van up a lot better. I've come up with a new idea to get stuff off the floor, and bought some hooks and bags to hang it, actually suspend it from the insides of the van in separate bags, which seems to be a lot better. One of the reasons that the van's got in a bit of a mess is because I do keep quite a lot of stuff in the front seats, and obviously with Ralph being with me, I've had to put that stuff in the back, so it's made things quite a lot more of a squeeze, and there's a lot more in there than normal.
Don't blame me.
Sorry?
Don't blame me.
Well, I mean, he's only a little fella, but you know, he does take up a bit of room. You know, I mean, it's no, I'm not blaming you, Ralph. It's just the only way we can do it, isn't it? Really.
I didn't make the mess, remember?
No, well, I mean, it's always going to be, you know, like this morning, I could tidy it up yesterday, and then by the time I've driven here, everything's
fallen down.
You know, on these very, very bumpy roads.
Yeah.
You know, in a van, it really rocks a van where it doesn't rock a car. and it's just a problem. And you know, it's never been as bad a problem as it is now, but it's you know, at least I've had an opportunity to do lots of washing and stuff while I've been, you know, staying with you.
Yeah.
And you know, but the van does tend to get in a mess. I mean, I've got all my summer stuff, all my winter stuff, everything underneath my bed in boxes, and there's all the electrical equipment and God knows what, you know, and wire and stuff. It's virtually impossible to keep it tidy, and it's such a small space to work in. Are you all right this morning?
Yes, I'm okay. Yeah, it's quite a nice morning.
Yeah.
It is. It's mild.
Yeah. A bit windy on the tops and
On the
stuff
tops,
like that.
yeah, a little bit windy, but
Yeah.
it's quite mild.
Yeah. I got a message from an email actually from a lady that I met. Her name is Pam, and I met her on the Gower Peninsula, which is not too far from where you live.
Where I live, yeah.
She said some very, very funny comments, and she said our little kind of double act, you know, here we go. She said she went playing golf, and as she was getting a golf bag out of a boot, you know, saying, and here we go, kind of thing. You know, it's lovely, and I've had
It's infectious.
loads and loads of messages over the last few days. All of these new people have come on, and I'm going to find the time, which is a bit difficult at the moment, to reply to everybody, because I've got lots of emails and messages. So for all you people out there who are wondering, did he get the message? Yes, I've got loads of messages, and I'm going to find the time today and tomorrow to reply. And it's lovely to have so many new faces on board, so to speak, and I hope you enjoy these films. And getting some great messages, and it gives me a massive boost, honestly. Today we aren't going to see much, Rolf, are we?
No,
You know, you can see ahead of us.
We'll have a chance, I think, after Port Wrinkle now. We might, because we'll be up, and
Yes.
perhaps we can have some good views up there.
Yeah. What do you think the chances are of getting a cup of tea at Port Wrinkle then? I mean, it's Sunday morning.
Sunday morning.
It's still only 9 o'clock. We've been up 3 hours.
Yeah,
well, we've been on the road 3
Yeah,
hours. You know, I mean, this would be almost impossible to do this without the aid of someone like you.
Yeah,
It would be a complete and utter chaos trying to do.
Well, that's why I said he'll come now, because I had a look at them up and I thought,
yeah,
Jim's going to struggle.
I don't think they've seen a bus on these roads, do you?
No.
Yeah, it'll be taxis. It'll all be taxi jobs. So,
here we go.
It's 10 o'clock now, and here we are at Port Wrinkle. We're doing very well. We set up at 8:15. We've been walking nearly 2 hours, and we reckon we've only got about 7 kilometres to go, which is roughly 4 miles, and then it's job done. So yeah, it is a short day. The reason we did it like this was instead of trying to tackle a 15-mile day, it's too much to ask, even though it's getting lighter in the morning and it's lighter on a night as well. 15 miles, you need 7 hours at least to do that, and that would mean you'd be walking, you know, virtually non-stop from you know, it would be too much to do in one day really. And then there's the ferries and everything, so this is why we split this into two. We thought it would be a lot easier, certainly because we don't know what's ahead of us and we don't know anything about the ferries. There's a lot of things that could go wrong after walking 15 miles, and we don't want that. It's just a bit of a precaution really. And we'll get that done tomorrow, and then Wednesday will be the last day, and we'll get all the way back to Wembury, and that will be a good start. And you know, we can look at what the situation is from there. One or two of you might be curious about this neck warmer that I'm wearing here. Look, Hull City. Now, since I've been wearing this, Hull City have won every game. 6 on the trot now in the league, and they beat Sheffield Wednesday 3-0 yesterday, which lays a ghost from the last time I saw them playing at Hull, and they lost to Sheffield Wednesday on that occasion, right at the very beginning of this walk, the third day, when I went with my brother and Lee Warrener, a friend of mine from Hull who's a good walker, and so they're doing well. I'm very, very pleased about it. And so now all we've got to do is just this last little bit. We was hoping we might find a cup of tea here, but it's a sleepy place and it's a Sunday morning, it's 10 o'clock, there's nothing at all. So we'll just keep on going. So here we go. this is Liv, this is Georgie,
Hello.
and my friend and I were nearly at our destination actually, the next car park. We've walked down from Seaton. And so where are you going today? Are you going for just a short walk, or are you doing something special?
We're doing a 30k walk.
Right.
You're probably better at explaining where we're going.
We started over in Plymouth and got the ferry across.
Yes.
And then we've walked all the way around the coastal path through Mount Edgecombe to Rame, and now we're going to keep going till we get to our 15k, and then we're going to turn around and go back.
Oh, brilliant!
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. That's very nice.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, it is a nice walk. This section to Seaton's a little bit mundane, but I think once you get past that, you know, and you get one or two hills as well, it gets a little bit more challenging. But you know, this has been it's been a nice walk on it, but the weather has been absolutely
it's
fabulous.
absolutely stunning. Yeah.
And I've walked right the way through from Christmas Eve. I think it rained, and I've walked every day since then.
Oh,
You know,
wow.
in really good weather. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Only 10-12 miles a day, sometimes more. But
Amazing.
it's been great. You know, it's really good. I've really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
But it's been a pleasure to meet you, ladies.
You
Thank you
too.
very much indeed.
Yeah,
You've
good
got
luck.
a card there. You can
Yeah.
check yourself out on YouTube.
Amazing.
It'll be on tomorrow.
Oh, brilliant!
Lovely.
We'll have a look.
All right.
Yeah, thank you. Good luck with your walk.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Have a good one.
Bye-bye. So what did you reckon then, Ralph?
Yeah, good morning, yeah. And it's a glorious day yet again. And we're heading back to Seaton now.
It was a little bit boring, wasn't it?
Yes,
really?
yeah.
A bit mundane.
A bit of road walking.
But I mean, we just got stuck in. It was
Yeah.
more, you know, it was just like let's get the job done. I mean, there's no cafes, nothing, nowhere to stop. And but it was a pleasant walk, and I'm quite surprised how the sun's come out.
It's glorious now, isn't it? And the wind isn't too bad.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, well done, mate.
Yeah, well done, Jim.
Cheers, mate. So what's this you're doing, Ralph?
Just trying to work out some mileage, Jim. See what we can do and what we can't do.
We've got a nice day planned for tomorrow, though.
Yeah, yes.
It's going to be you know,
About 18k. I worked it out roughly.
18k. Right. Okay. So that's about 12 miles.
So it's good, but it should be pretty level after an hour or so.
Yes.
Map showing the routes of 48 Plymouth Wembley buses.